How you doing? And your name?
My name is Gig.
Dave?
Gig.
Gig.
Yeah, G-I-G.
As in Gig Young.
Yeah, like that, right?
Oh, you know him?
No, I don't.
Well, he was a world famous actor in his day.
Yeah.
Died young of alcoholism, but Gig
Yes,
Young.
I'm not familiar, but
Okay, well, live and learn.
yeah. So, anyways, hey, congratulations
Thank you.
on being nominated here.
Thank you.
I could imagine when you first wrote the book, you would never imagine that they would adapt it into The Irishman.
I have to confess, when I first wrote the book, I thought of Scorsese and De Niro.
Did you really?
I really did. And when the book came out, I had inquiries from Hollywood. I mean, from Hollywood people, two in particular. And they were trying to convince me to sell them the rights. And in my brain, in my hunches, as a homicide investigator, you live on hunches. In my hunches, I believed that at some point, this material would get to Marty and Bob.
Oh, wow.
And it did, through their own offices. It didn't come from my agent or something, but a screenwriter named Eric Roth, you may know of him, gave the book to De Niro, who was working on another mafia movie at the time.
Yeah.
And De Niro fell in love with the book, took it to Steve Zalian. Zalian fell in love with it, and the two of them brought it to Marty. And the rest is history. But although it took a long time, it took decades, well, however long it took from 2007 when they first approached me, until the world premiere in October. Go ahead. Gig.
How's it going?
Now, how much involvement did you have through the writing process with them?
Well, they put me up in a hotel on 54th and Broadway, and they sent a script over to me via email, and they asked for my notes. I didn't know what that meant, and they invited me to the first script meeting. So I came to the script meeting, and I didn't have anything in writing. I didn't even know what they were talking about for notes. And we had a wonderful meeting. And after the meeting, Bob came over to me and said, "Look, next time, just even if you write it on the screenplay, write out your notes so that we can see them before the meeting." So I did that. And after that meeting, for the second meeting, Emma, who was Marty's producer, called me up and said, "Marty doesn't want them written on the screenplay. He wants them typed up." So I had to go back and type them up,
Wow.
And what was so cool about that experience, that went from June through August. And the very last script I got from them, I said, "I have no notes for you," and then they began filming, and they kept me on in the sense that I live in Sun Valley, Idaho, and I have family there, and I was home with my family, and they assigned a terrific person named Mary Ann to call me from the set when they had a question. Bob might say, "Call Charlie and ask him if Angelo Bruno would have been invited to Frank Sheeran Appreciation Night." Questions like that, that I was an expert on. And what was so cool for me is when I would walk out of the building that they had me in the apartment to go to Marty's, I would look down the street the wrong way. I'm going over here to Marty's. I would look down the street the wrong way at a New York Telephone Company building, tall building, that in 1960 I worked on as a timekeeper, and risked my life on high beams, 5 stories high. And here I was, these many years later, a kid who was thrilled to make $65 a week, risking his life on beams, delivering messages to Italian foremen who were gesticulating like crazy, arguing with each other, and while they're on these beams. And here I am now heading to Marty Scorsese's house to go over a script with him.
Sounds very exciting. Well, anyways, Charles, congratulations.
Let me ramble.
Yeah, it's a pleasure speaking with you.
Okay,
I hope to speak with you again.
All right, kid. I hope so too.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you.